Okay, good Monday morning, and I'm in full mullet mode this morning, having just planted some flowers out in the front yard, and cookie crumbs. Sorry. Anyway, this unfortunately will not reach the people that it needs to reach this morning. I say that because it's only going to be seen by people with a right leaning mindset. It needs to be seen by young people who lean off to the left. It's about Israel. It's about people like Greta Thunberg and their friends. They went off to Israel thinking that they were just going to float off in the harbor and protest the occupied lands. Not sure how the Israelites or Jews are occupying Judea, but yeah, that's what they say they're protesting against. And they took the selfie yacht. That's a new one. I've never heard that one. 56 years, I've never heard of a selfie yacht. But her and her activist friends, who are not qualified to pour coffee, went over there and were apparently kidnapped by the Israeli forces and towed safely back to harbor, where apparently being kidnapped means you are not bound and shackled, not taken at gunpoint, just towed, kept well. But the great part for me is that they were told that they needed to watch a video. They needed to see the people they were protesting for. 43 minutes, mostly a body cam footage of Hamas on October 7th, coming in, killing women and children, babies, the people at the festival. They were not free to leave until they finished watching it. I think everybody who's protesting for Palestine should have to watch that video. I think everybody who is protesting for Palestine right now in the United States, who is destroying property, should, how do I put this? Because I know how I want to put it. My wife cautioned me this morning on how I want to put this. The police shouldn't be burdened with what should happen. I think President Trump needs to deploy not the National Guard. He should deploy the U.S. Marine Corps, the president's 911. Because in the Marine Corps' Manual of Arms states that the liberal use of hand grenades should be deployed in urban combat. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're going to destroy to get your message across, if you are going to fly the flag of a terrorist organization, then that's insurrection. That's domestic terrorism. That is no longer protest. Protest is what happens earlier in the day, and when the sun goes down and you start lighting fires and destroying property, that is domestic terrorism. The police are called to ensure nobody gets hurt during the day. The U.S. Marine Corps, they're what comes out after the night, when it comes dark. Now, normally when I make my videos, I don't stare directly into the camera. It's a casual chat. I want to make sure I'm getting my point across here. They need to make an example now. This needs to stop. It needs to stop forever. This cannot continue. This whole summer of love thing needs to go away. I am all for protest. Peaceful protest. Signs and sit-ins. Expressing to the government that you're not happy about a certain position. But you lose everybody once you turn your protest into riot. At that point, once you start destroying and burning and hurting people or taking people hostage, you're just a terrorist. And you lose. Because I guarantee you, you are not the biggest bully on the block. End of message. Opa loves everybody. I hope you stay safe.